Hello guys, HeliPilotGh. So this is an incident that just happened some hours ago at the Midway Airport in Chicago. Now you can see two aircraft on the runway. So the larger aircraft, that is this one, was just about to land when it was surprised by another aircraft. You can see it here, another aircraft. Very, very, very scary moment for the crew. But the crew was smart enough to discontinue the landing and go around. We call this a go around, where when you are unable to land, you can decide to do your maneuvers again and prepare for a proper landing. And you can also do go arounds as practices in training. But this is an example of a typical go around as a result of another aircraft. If he did not go around, he would have hit this one and that would have been another tragedy in the space. So it's clear that despite the fact that we have equipment and gadgets and so many things, the human being must use his gumption. You must use your head. You must be smart. You must be on the lookout. That's why you're a crew. The captain is in charge, but at the end of the day, it is the crew that make the decision. And I'm happy that we were able to avert what would have been a tragedy. You can see this aircraft and this aircraft. What would have happened if this guy had landed? Just look at it. Look at how scary that moment is. What would have happened? We are happy that they made good decisions. I think some people have to answer some questions. The controllers, the crew, especially the crew of these aircraft. You have to answer because how can you cross an active runway? We are not sure of what has happened though. We are not sure of the instruction they were given. But you must be on the lookout as a pilot. It's a standard. You may be given some instruction by the air traffic controller, who is human, who can make mistakes, but hardly does. So you must always confirm, double check, confirm, especially when you are crossing an active runway. The runway has a center, and this center extends to a certain point, maybe to infinity to an extent, or to a certain point. So we have some things called extended center line at the end of the runway. It just means that this center line is drawn to the nearest approach aircraft, such that when the aircraft is approaching, it follows that center line. So any distraction along the path of that approach causes some kind of instability or is a hazard to safety. So if you are an aircraft crossing the runway, it is your duty to always ensure that the runway is not active. If you may even be cleared, but you must confirm and be sure that you are cleared to cross that active, because that active is very important. So we are just happy that nothing happened. Nothing happened to